Salute, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Wake Up the Black Nation. I am Richmond X, the real Minister of Information, signing on. And the title for tonight's program is 8 Reasons African Americans Should Leave the Inner Cities Immediately. Number 1, murder rates are through the roof in these cities. When we look at the inner city, Black America, what do we see? Murder. We see mayhem. We see drugs and gang violence. The streets are not even safe for our children to walk anymore. Our elderly people can't even sit outside and enjoy themselves like normal human beings, because these inner cities are filled with gangsters and thugs and drug dealers. I come from that environment. I see what it's like. I remember running those streets. I remember running with a gang and carrying guns. And I just thank God that I was able to make it up out of that situation. But many of our people are not so lucky. And so I'm warning you, brothers and sisters, to leave the cities. Even in the art of war, it says when defeat is imminent, that you should flee. Number 2, we have all of these GMOs and chemicals in the food being sold by these crooked Arab stores who don't care about our people, and these grocery stores who are killing our people and killing our babies, all through the food. You see, they are putting poisons in the food, and we don't know where this food is coming from. We don't know who is growing this food. All we know is that we buy it. You see, we get that bad food. But if you go to the suburbs where them rich white folks live, they got all type of organic grocery stores and organic marketplaces where they are getting the good food and they are able to live longer lives. You see brothers and sisters dying at the age of 34 and dying in their early 40s. Brothers just falling out one day and they dying. And we're asking ourselves, what happened to that brother? What happened to that sister? Well, the truth is, it was that food that they were putting in their body, because you are what you eat. Number 3, they're experimenting on black people in these inner cities and these hospitals with vaccinations. Why do you think they call the projects? Because we are the ones the enemy uses as lab rats to experiment his new weapons on, to experiment his new medicines on, pumping drugs into our community, just like the British did the Chinese in the Opium Wars. Number 4, land is power. We once controlled millions of acres, somewhere around 15 million acres of land in this country, where we could not only feed our own people, but we were able to feed America. Now, only around 1% of our people farm the land. Our oppressors are using food as a weapon. The same way that they use food as a weapon in Africa and other poor nations around the world, they are using food as a weapon in our communities. What will you do when the grocery store closes and the man cannot feed you anymore? What will you do when these Arab convenience stores and these Asian convenience stores close down? How will you be able to feed yourself? How will you be able to feed your baby? You see, our entire existence is dependent on other people. And that is very dangerous, brothers and sisters. Number 5, the average farmer is 65 years old. You see, living on the land is hard work. As a farmer, you are more likely to live a long life because you and your family, you are not just eating good food, but you are getting away from these foods with all of the chemicals in it. You understand? See, when you live on a farm, you get to see exactly how the food is being grown. You understand? Look at the Amish. You can say what you want about the Amish, but they are living healthy, fulfilling lives. And they are prepared when all hell breaks loose. Number 6, we must go back to the land, buy guns, buy ammo, and teach our babies how to farm outside of this American system. You see, I know white people right now who live in the country, who grow their own food, who go out here, they hunt, they fish, and every single day they have target practice. They're teaching their children how to shoot, and they're perfecting their aim. Why do you think these white people are preparing for war? Because they know something that many of our people don't know, and that is war is coming. So you better get ready, brothers and sisters. You better get ready. Land is up for sale all over America. It is just sitting there idle, waiting for the right people to work it. You see, many of the white Americans don't want to work the land anymore. As you can see in Chicago, Detroit, DC, and Harlem, the white or European Americans are buying up the inner cities in what is called gentrification. And they are tearing down the projects and building suburbs. We see black people are being pushed out of the inner city. In other words, the white man wants his cities back, and they're going to take it back whether we like it or not. So we should let them have it and go back to the land. Number 7, there is a food crisis in America. There is not a lack of food. It's just we have some greedy hogs that throw away hundreds of thousands of pounds of food every single day. Right here in my state, some 1 in 4 people don't get enough food to eat. Food stamps are being cut off. Children are going to sleep hungry. People are facing a hunger crisis. In the richest nation on earth, people of all races are hungry. Why? Because the decline of the small farmer. African Americans can put their money together and buy up some of this good land and grow our future. I am warning you, brothers and sisters, we must act now. Stop wasting money on these pagan holidays. Stop wasting money spending billions of dollars on Christmas, billions of dollars on Thanksgiving, billions of dollars on Valentine's Day, because land is and will always be power. Number 8, we must learn the trade of farmer. Agricultural science is a must. There are plenty of HBCUs and white universities our people can attend that will teach all of the elements of farming. Stay away from these useless degrees such as sociology and psychology and these liberal arts degrees that mean nothing. And if you cannot afford to attend these universities, then when you go down south, there are plenty older black farmers that need a little help. And so you can work as a farm hand, where you can learn all aspects of farming, hands-on. In fact, the USDA has $18.9 million available for land grant institutions or HBCUs. The whole purpose of these grants are to, quote, help educate the future workforce in the food and agricultural science. Now, brothers and sisters, we must use this system to our advantage. The USDA has $18.9 million set aside for disadvantaged and African American universities. So if you must go to these schools, get that education, get that knowledge, and then go back to the country, buy up some of this good land, take your family out of these big cities, and learn how to farm. Don't forget, African Americans have historically been a farming people. Even in the motherland, we were growing our own crops. We must return to the land. Our lives depend on it. I know most won't listen, but a few will. And these few will survive this ongoing war. Leave the cities, black man. Go free, black man. Buy land, buy guns, buy ammo. Salute. Appreciate everybody out there for tuning into Wake Up the Black Nation. Salute to all the new subscribers. I've been receiving a lot of love lately and a lot of hate, but it's all good. I want to let y'all know that I love you all and I'm here for you. I am the real Minister of Information, Richmond Next.